Hey, what's up guys? In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the newly released SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Trunks, the boy from the future from Dragon Ball Z. But before we get started, if you haven't yet already done so, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another awesome review. Now, this was a figure that a lot of people were really anticipating. They were really looking forward to as well because it's been quite a while since we actually got a previous version of this figure. We did get one from Dragon Ball Super, but again, the whole design just looked completely different from how this guy actually looked. And when he was finally released, he sold out very quickly. So I was lucky I was able to get my hands on one. I think this was like it wasn't like a reissue, but it was like the second wave, the second release or something like that. But regardless, I got my hands on it, so that's really, really cool. Starting off with the box here, we do see we got Trunks. Nice design here with the Super Saiyan hair, kind of even, going up to the top here. We do see SH Figuarts, Super Saiyan Trunks, the boy from the future. We do see him in the back. The hair is not metallic gold, such as the re-release of the Saiyan Armored Trunks and Vegeta were, but I think this hair color more matches the previous release of those two figures. So here we do see Dragon Ball Z. We got the nice logo here. On the top, we got him in his base form. It's really, really cool. On the bottom, we got him Super Saiyan. On the side here, Super Saiyan Trunks, the boy from the future. And this side, we do see the Capsule Corp design, as well as the sword. And on the back, of course, you get your typical SH Figuarts product shots. So yeah, without further ado, let's crack this guy open and see what he has to offer. All right, and here we have Super Saiyan Trunks out of the packaging. So taking a look at this figure, we do see very, very nice representation of Trunks, of how he appeared in Dragon Ball Z, especially right after the Frieza saga. I don't remember the exact arc or saga that it was named after, but basically this is it. So we do see lovely face sculpt. I love that, just the aggression, just the anger that's coming from this guy. And of course the hair, I love how there's a little shading in the kind of in the middle of the hairline, very, very nice. So you see kind of the hair, it's very even. Something about Trunks' hair, it was very even, and it will just kind of fly up evenly on both sides. We do see, got the Capsule Corp jacket here, which this is made of soft rubber, so that can kind of move around. It's easier for articulation. And of course, a nice little belt. We do see with the hips, this is more of the 3.0 hip, where the rotation is here. There's nothing inhibiting or interfering rather with the leg articulation, which some of the 2.0 figures had this little extra flap there that got caught, which is so that's a big improvement there. It is a little gappy though, so that's not the greatest. And on the back here, we do see not much else. Of course, the boots, very, very nice. Love the yellow. So in terms of articulation, head is on a ball joint. Base of the neck is on a ball joint as well. Arms are on butterfly joints, can kind of go forward, front and back. Of course, you see if you peel the kind of rubbery cloth material back, you do see all the joints inside, which is a little unsightly to be honest, but I mean, hey, it gets the articulation, so I'm not going to complain too much. Of course, butterfly joint, we do have arms go out that far up. We do have a ball joint that goes all the way around. Bicep rotation, very nicely hidden kind of in here. We do have a double bend at the elbow, just about that. And of course, a ball hinge at the wrist. We do have a diaphragm joint that gets you forward this far. Nice ab crunch. Backwards to about there. I'm not sure if it doesn't really extend, so that's as far back as you're going to get. Of course, there's a ball joint at the waist as well. Legs kick forward this far. Back, if you can move out all the way to there, but of course, big gaps. I'm not a huge fan of that, like I said. We do have thigh rotation here, double bend at the knee. We do have a swivel going into the ankle, a hinge, and another swivel going into the foot, and of course, a hinge joint here at the toe. So pretty standard SH Figuarts articulation. Very nice. So getting this guy to stand. Let's take that. Oh, something that I did notice with my copy at least are the legs are a little kind of flimsy. Now, it's not like they're weak and he'll do the splits, but in any position, it just feels like there's a little bit of a wiggle room there, which I'm not the fondest of, but again, if you have him posed and he's standing, it shouldn't be much of an issue, but just something that I wanted to point out. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the accessories. Here we have closed palm hands. Here we have kind of half claw hands. Here we have more relaxed open palm hands. Here we have sword gripping hands in more of a kind of neutral grip. And here we have sword gripping hands in more of a angled grip. So yeah, there is that. And let's just show off the sword, why not? Here we do have the sword, very nicely detailed. Black paint here, silver at the very top, a silver at the hilt, and of course silver at the tip of the scabbard. We do see two blue kind of stripes here, basically just kind of continuation of the strap that goes around his chest. And of course, nice little silver dots right there. Now on this side, we do have the holes, which it does come with a strap, but I had a lot of trouble actually trying to fit this in. And when it actually fit in, it would pop out very easy. So for the purpose of this video, I'm actually not going to do it on camera. I will have him pose with the sword on his shoulders, kind of towards the photos at the very end. And of course, the sword does pop out here. Very nice. We drop the scabbard. Very nice silver paint there. And make an excellent diorama with Mecha Frieza. And in terms of using this with his hand, you would just pull the tip of the hilt off. You would take the hand, kind of just feed it through the handle. Make sure it fits like that. And of course, take this hilt piece or the tip piece and just plug it back on. And here we have Trunks holding the sword. So there is that for the sword and the scabbard. Comes with a few alternate faces. Here we have him looking very, very angry. Here we have him looking off to the right. And here we have him looking straight ahead. Almost resembles a little bit of Vegeta. He has a little bit of white paint scuff on his mouth. Looks like he's drooling, but yeah, there is that. I actually love the mouth detailing in there. I don't know if you can see that. Very, very nice. Also comes with an additional hairpiece, which if you compare to what he actually has now, we see that there's less hair kind of falling down and more kind of just sticking up. I guess you could call this the Super Saiyan 2 hairpiece. And to switch this is very easy. We would take this, just pop it right off. We'd see a nice long rectangular peg. We would take this one, take the same rectangular peg and just slot it into this hole. Make sure that fits in all the way. And here we have Trunks with more of a kind of hair that flies up. So again, I would say this is more Super Saiyan 2, whereas the one that he comes packaged with is more Super Saiyan 1. So there is that. And of course, the final accessory that Trunks comes with is his base form head, which this just looks absolutely amazing. I love this base form head way more than the one that came with the Saiyan armor Trunks. And yeah, he just has the shorter hair, excellent face. It's just a shame that this is the only base form face that he comes with, so it's pointless to try to switch this out. But yeah, there's that. Love the detailing. I don't see too much shading, though, on this guy. And there we have Trunks with his base form head. So yeah, there is that. Now, let's put him back here. Let's get into some comparisons. Here we have him next to his Dragon Ball Super version. As you can see, very different design choices. And of course, I'm pretty sure that the clothing has changed. Obviously, he's not going to wear the same clothes from Dragon Ball Z all the way to Dragon Ball Super. You can see the hair color is much different. This one's much of a darker kind of turquoise blue, whereas this one is more of like a almost like a lavender color. And of course, the clothing is a little different as well. He's got a longer jacket here and zipped up, and the boots are a little more greener. The pants look very similar. And of course, this one has a scarf, this one doesn't. And on the side here, we do see Capsule Corp, but again, not the same. But the Dragon Ball Z versions look so much more burlier, so much more masculine compared to this Dragon Ball Super one, where he just looks like a scrawny little kid, honestly. And of course, the face sculpt, I much rather prefer the Dragon Ball Z one, hands down. So there is that. Here we have the recently reviewed Saiyan Armor Trunks. And finally, here we have Ultimate Gohan from Dragon Ball Superhero. So yeah, that's it for comparisons. So some final thoughts on Super Saiyan Trunks here. I think this is a much needed update from that previous Dragon Ball Z FIGUARTS Trunks. Again, this is a good alternative to that Dragon Ball Super Trunks as well. I wish it did come with a few more effect parts. Again, personally, I prefer this kind of iteration of Trunks over the over the Dragon Ball Super version. But again, to each their own. So if you guys haven't picked this guy up, he's not P Bandai. I highly recommend you pick this guy up because he's a very good figure. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to let me know by hitting that thumbs up button. And also, while you're at it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye.
Hey,